When you strip everything that you are, there is only consciousness. Within the consciousness is the field of experience that propels you basically into your path and into your destiny. You're here to experience and you're here to learn. And in the learning process, you are learning your life lessons as a spiritual being having a physical experience. You can't be the body because you are aware of the body. You can't be the observer because you are aware of the observer. You can't be the mind or your thoughts because you are observant of your thoughts. All of that to basically say this: you're not even the breath, which is the spirit, because you are aware of the breath. These are all tools for you that you utilize in this particular experience to experience what you are in essence, which is the soul riding through the mechanics basically into this field of experience. Just as you see Iron Man and Tony Stark has his particular vessel being, of course, the Iron Man suit. Just like the Silver Surfer, initially Norman Rad has power cosmic. They are tools for you to utilize in this particular experience to experience what you are. Now, the meaning of life is based upon what you give life and substance meaning based upon the experiences that you initially are. Whatever is manifesting or wherever you are yearning within the hearts of hearts or within the mind that you actually know it to be, when you be who you are and you are able to express that through the physical temple and you maneuver that into the now, into your experiences, you now are fulfilling basically the path that you initially have come to actually experience to be. So for example, Michael Jackson is initially a beast at dancing. Trump is a beast at initially cutting deals. Gary Vee is a beast at starting businesses. He's highly intuitive. And other artists and celebrities that you know of, that you look up to, or that you see have that particular gift and talent. And they're utilizing it to build that foundation because it's what they are initially hot-wired to be and to do. When I say to do, I mean the doing aspect is the body. What you feel and see and feel and sense in the mind and in the heart, that is propelled as energy through the body for you to actually work through it. So that becomes the meaning of what you are in essence. Again, the meaning of life from my perspective is to experience and to learn. And wherever you are gifted at, that becomes initially your path. Your path you have multiple paths that lead to one initial route. It's like watching the first 10 years of the MCU, right? We started from nothing, and that nothing became an arc of storytelling that propelled its way all the way through basically to Endgame. Different movies, different paths, different characters, different scenarios, the emotion, the cameos, the everything that was in those facet of paths of movies becomes initially the end, which is Avengers Endgame. So that's my response to your beautiful question. And of course, whatever that you feel in your life, that whatever you feel within your hearts of hearts, that's meaning. Sorry, my phone rang. Wherever you feel basically in the heart of hearts that you actually are yearning to bring forth, what you feel in the now, in the essence, that isn't tainted by judgment, by people's thoughts, whatever the thing that you go to the most, that you know is within you, that initially is the meaning of what you are initially here to do. Because every single one of us is gifted in a particular talent, energy, whatever it might be. Everyone has something to bring forth to the table. It's about going through the energy and experience of the ups and downs of life to actually maneuver that into basically your path. Because when you are a spiritual being having a physical experience, what transpires is that soul is a baby. And the first time it walks to experience this particular life called matter, you have resistance. Just like when a baby is starting to walk and he or she could fall up or down, there's a bit of resistance there, but eventually the baby stands up and it walks and life becomes easier to maintain. So it's about interfacing what you are in essence, knowing who you are, not what you do, but the being of who you are, studying that intimately for the art of stillness and meditation, or however you find inner peace within you, and that becomes the tool to actually point you into the direction that your soul tells you to go through, not what other people and not what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is based upon my life, my experiences. So whatever you agree or disagree, or if you're able to listen and attentively listen to what I'm saying, and the light bulb clicks off, wherever you resonate from this particular video, you take it, ingest it, make it yours. And that's the magic. The magic is it codified within us all. However you manifest, however you write, however you speak is intimate to you, because that's how you move essence and spirit and matter into your physical experience. The other person can do it through writing, through visualization, through speaking, or all. It's all different to the particular individual, which makes life amazing. We are all spiritual beings having a physical experience. But the beautiful thing is, every single one of us is occupying basically a matrix of our own, an experience of our own that is different to the next person, which is why you do not allow people to tell you who you are and what to do unless they understand your journey, your struggles, your ups and downs, and what you are currently going through. So you have this field of experience, life. I'm having a particular experience through my reality. You're having yours, which is completely different, but we are all in the same matrix within our own matrix, our field of experience, figuring it out for ourselves, because that's why we're initially here. This is why you ask the question, why am I here? What do I have to do? Why is this happening? You ask that question because you are the answer to the question and the question to the answer. Because the question is, why am I here? Why am I doing this? What do I do? All of that initially is revolving initially within you. So when you find out what you are in essence, you have an answer to the question, because you are the impeccable question. You are everything and nothing at the same time, trying to figure things out. So hope that answers basically your question. If you got any more, please let me know in the comments down below. If you've watched this video to the end, book recommendations: Thinking in Destiny by Percival, Awakening of Intelligence by Krishnamurti, Frabato the Magician by Franz Barden, and a book that really changed my perception of finances and money, which I read a couple of weeks ago, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So here's some cool books if you're interested in just expanding upon of what I've just spoken about. But Awakening of Intelligence and Thinking in Destiny, amazing book. So Thinking in Destiny by Percival, and The Art of Dreaming by Carlos Castaneda. Dynamite books there. Yeah. Any questions? Click like, share, follow, repost, tag a friend. What did you think of this video? Let me know in the comments down below. Share this video with someone that may want to hear what I initially am saying, because the reason I say all of this, it only takes one word, one video that can change a person's life. And it's not me that's changing the life. It's the fact that you're able to listen. When you listen within the realms of stillness and intelligence, thought ceases and the light bulb goes off and you're like, oh my gosh, I get it. Boom. So I'm just the messenger. You are the catalyst, the consciousness that learns. And one thing I forgot to mention is, every time you learn, you expand in consciousness. You expand 100%. And that is, let's say for example this. When I first started creating content, I was using my iPhone 6, right? When I bought myself my Canon camera, I started to see everybody filming on the streets. The thing is, they were always there, but my consciousness wasn't around that particular field of experience. It was based upon using my iPhone. So because of that, I became more conscious. I learned, experienced, and my consciousness expanded even more, where I saw people filming. I ended up meeting people that did the same thing as I did, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So yeah, man, that's my 2 cents. Thank you for the question. Catch you in the next one.